So, gold is currently being sold at over $600,000 an ounce. In fact, if I'm to be exact, it's $730,000 an ounce. Who's buying this gold and who's selling it? Well, the chances are you might have bought gold at $730,000 an ounce without even knowing it. Now, as Jesus Christ said,
What?
How much do you want for the gourd?
I don't even have it. Have it? Yes. Consider the lilies.
Arduinotronic is saying, let us consider GLD. Now, what is the price of GLD? It's the price per ounce of gold. And GLD, when it was first announced, was supposed to be a gold-backed certificate, and the people that run GLD, COMEX, would actually hold gold to back that certificate. Now, the problem is that the issue of GLD certificates is way oversubscribed, and the most recent figures actually say that there are 570 ounces of gold actually sold on paper certificates for every single ounce that's in the vaults. And think about that for a minute, because that means that you're paying $730,000 per ounce for your gold backing. And the reason for having gold is that if everything, and I do mean everything, we're talking financial institutions, we're talking about currencies, collapse, you have a safe position in gold to fall back on. Now, any money manager worth his salt will tell you to put between 5 and 10% of your wealth into gold. And you go to your broker and he promptly buys GLD certificates, not physical gold. Why is this? And the answer is very simple: commission. What commission does he get on GLD? Around 1.5%. What position does he get if you go out and buy coins or bullion? 0. So a money manager is never going to recommend that you go out and buy physical gold. That's point number one. Now, people might say, oh, well, they're never going to go bust, they're never going to go bust. Well, that's exactly what certain bank customers have said over all the years, and the entire purpose of owning gold is to safeguard against the banks, COMEX, all these people going broke in a global recession. And the situation is possibly even worse than that because of the secrecy surrounding the GLD deposits. There is no guarantee that this gold is not leased. Now, leasing gold just simply means that they pay a certain amount per month in order to be able to claim that the gold is theirs, because under accounting rules, a leased asset belongs to the company. So they can say, oh, we've got 300 tons of gold in the vault, but in actual fact it doesn't even belong to them. So you might be paying an infinite amount for your gold. So what happens if it collapses? The answer is you lose all your money. Now, if you buy bullion or coins, most people have the impression that it's going to look something like this picture. You're going to have racks and racks of gold bars. Where on earth are you going to store them all? And the answer is quite simple. You do not need a massive vault like this to store your gold in, because $1 million worth of gold coins will fit quite nicely into a 5-inch cube. Think about that. If you have a safe, and if you have this sort of money, you obviously do have a safe, otherwise you're nuts. Do you have a spare 5-inch cube space inside your safe that you can actually put gold into? And yes, it will cost you a tiny amount more on your insurance, but I would suggest that the peace of mind that you will get is far, far better than actually owning a worthless piece of paper, which essentially is what GLD is. Yes, it goes up and down with the market, you can speculate on it. It is a good vehicle for speculation, I'm not going to deny that, but it is a very poor, if not non-existent vehicle for wealth preservation. And wealth preservation at the end of the day is what holding gold is all about. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Harmonic, ionic, bionic, atomic. It will astonish you, it's magical and